that was
It's the last doing this. Normally I don't do this. I'm being serious. I'm letting go. Jokes or nothing. Play them fucking games with other people. You understand me?
Oh, you're on live. You watch your mouth.
I don't give a damn. Don't play them games with me. You understand me?
All right, we're on Facebook and
yeah. People gonna think I'm mean.
You are.
All right, here we go.
Bully.
Here we go. Shit. Crowe, your mic is on.
Yes, sir.
Why you want to fucking worry about me?
Oh, shit.
You're listening to the legendary podcaster, the one, the only, TJMD. Your personal favorite, and the show you've been waiting for. Probably offensive.
Welcome to another exciting episode of As the Crow Flies is Probably Offensive. We are assembled with the full crew back in the house once again, Sunday night, coming to you live from Jamsky D's basement studio.
I like that. Listen, I kind of like that.
Yeah, that was a mouthful. But
pause.
What are you, 16 with this pause?
Man, listen, I got half on it because there's a lot of cross contaminators running around that take that stuff the wrong way. You understand me? Oh, and I just want to know Johnny Vader is not on that.
Oh my God!
It could have been a mouthful of coochie. What do you mean? He didn't talk about a mouthful of what?
What you say? Mouthful of what?
Cooch.
Oh,
well, hell's bells. No comment.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, no,
that's
way.
Right.
Go
that's
ahead, baby.
Why we got Nikki on the show. You know what I'm saying? So she can say mouthful of coochie. It wouldn't sound right coming from you, Jay Vader, but it sounds perfectly fine coming from Nikki.
Absolutely.
Are you sure about that? So, what if she said she had a mouthful of coochie last night?
So
we can talk about that.
I mean, if you want, but it didn't happen, and it ain't gonna happen.
Well, I'm just asking.
But you can dream about that if you want.
There ain't no dreams. You understand me?
Okay, we're gonna start the show with some celebrity deaths.
Okay.
All right. Are you? Both of you old enough, quiet as kept, to know who Loretta Swit is? Do you know?
Oh, Loretta Swift. She played in MASH.
That's right.
And she had the best breasts in history. Did them puppies ever sag? You understand me? We're little kids in the 70s, right, people? I know y'all got to remember. I've always been a breast man. Everybody knows I love them bodacious babies, right?
So apparently,
because that's what we're fed from.
Okay.
and that's the key to life. No, I'm dead serious. That's the key to life.
Well, not everybody is breastfed, you know. Some people.
Well, that's because either the moms are lacking in that department or whatever. But guess what?
She wasn't. You said they're bad parents if they're not breast.
No. She might be lacking in that area. Everybody don't have bodacious.
No, you don't have to have bodacious boobies because when you're pregnant, they're already.
No. Well, yeah, you do because sometimes the kids will starve.
They fill with milk enough.
Oh, yeah, the kids starve.
If you get in the itty bitty titty committee, you still get the milk filled up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's great. But she wasn't that type of person.
No, Loretta Swit is her name.
Swift.
No, Swit.
It was Swift.
No, it's Swit.
Swift.
It says right here, Loretta Swit, SWIT, known for her role as Major Houlihan on MASH.
Well, damn, was it Swift or was it Swift? My
cousin says Swift.
It might be Swift. Man, listen, I'm sorry, people.
Of course, this is just another one of your 98% times that you're wrong about something. It's all right. They compile.
Jesus.
It's totally fine, you know.
See, Jamsky, this is where we go. This is where we get the discord. Who's asked you to bring that up? You know what I'm saying? Well, this guy brings up everything. Well, hold on a second. Let's bring up everything I do right. How about that?
Okay,
it'll take a whole show.
When it comes around, we'll do that. It'll take a few shows to get there, but we'll do it when it comes up.
Ain't that a bitch?
Facts.
And this is how nice of a guy I am. You don't have to ask me to do stuff. I just bring it up anyway.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of that's who I am as a man. But Loretta Swit, Nikki, you know who Loretta Swit was, right?
Yeah.
Did you watch MASH?
Yeah, I watched MASH.
She was fun.
My grandparents watched MASH.
71, I think. No.
That's it?
No.
She's your age.
She had to be a little bit
No,
older than that.
You know what?
I'm only 2 years older
No,
than you.
it doesn't say actually. It just says Loretta Swit known for MASH.
And my fans out there thought you was older than me. I said, no, she's 2 3
You a lie.
I ain't lying.
She was
They
87.
thought we went to school together. I said, no, she's a little bit older than me.
She was
Nah,
87.
you a-
I ain't lying.
87.
I thought y'all showed you. She's 87.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hell's bells. Well, she lived a full life. She had to be old because
71?
No, she was 87.
Oh, 87.
Yeah, she was 87.
Okay. So condolences
Yes, condolences
to the
Loretta
friends
Swit.
and family of Loretta Swit. And I was a fan of hers, even though I didn't like MASH. My mom watched MASH, and she
I
made
didn't.
me watch it.
My grandparents still.
You know what's funny about MASH?
I hated MASH.
I hated MASH too as a little kid because I would like black shows, right?
Yeah.
Sanford Son, What's Happening,
Good times.
Good Times, things of that nature. The Jeffersons. But I tell you what, and no people, I'm not a racist and I never have been. But here's the thing: I like black shows because that's who I was around.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know white people.
Well,
I had
when you-
a couple white friends that I went to school with at Lincoln and stuff like that, but not many. Then I went to Simon Kenton. That's when I met more white people. And like I say, there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't know them at the time. You know, I was sheltered in the black community.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched black shows. But my grandmothers and grandparents and you know, people watch MASH because they had 3 channels. And then you got cable, you had to click it A to B. But MASH was a staple. And and guess what? I hated MASH like you did. When you see that damn helicopter come flying,
Yeah.
turn the channel. I got PTSD now. But you know what? The older I got, I start giving TV shows a chance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, people? MASH is a great show.
It's pretty funny.
Like Seinfeld. I didn't give Seinfeld a chance.
Okay.
Did you ever watch Seinfeld?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yes, I love Seinfeld.
I love it too.
But I didn't start watching it until it was in the 4th season.
You started watching Seinfeld then?
In the 4th season.
You know when I started watching Seinfeld, it was in syndication.
Yeah, I started watching it when it was in the 4th season.
It went 9.
Because I seen the first couple of seasons were being showed on TBS and TNT.
Okay.
And I watched one.
They had those in syndication that early?
Yeah.
Mhm.
They knew that was a gem, didn't they?
I watched like season 2. It was a couple of episodes on TNT.
Okay.
They showed them, like,
And
back.
it was that show is
They showed them and then they showed Friends right after it.
another show that I never watched back then that I ended up watching the whole series.
Yeah.
But speaking of Seinfeld,
Yeah.
do you know Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld are billionaires because of that show of 9 seasons? Because of the syndication deals that they run?
Right. Yeah. Because everybody wants the show.
Yes, but do you know,
All the networks want it. And
you know,
the
women don't
streaming
like the
service-
show, right?
Streaming services.
Do you know
want it.
women never watch that show?
I didn't know that. No, I didn't.
Yeah. My wife didn't like it. Do you like Seinfeld?
I never got into it.
She never, women don't watch the show.
Yeah, but Nikki's a big weirdo. You
I
can't
I don't watch a lot of TV.
qualify TV watching and movies off of Nikki.
Yeah.
And you
Because
can't
she
do it on
never even
anyone.
watched Star Wars. Have you watched any Star Wars?
Oh, you know what? Then I guess all women are fucking weirdos then because they don't listen. My grandson, who's 5, knows who Darth Sidious is.
Mhm.
You go ask a lot of grown-ups who's Darth Sidious. They don't know.
Have you noticed this? And
China and Nikki.
I have
No.
gone from not liking. Well, I have gone from loving the theme song to them shows.
Which
Right.
ones? Like the
The
sitcoms?
intro, the old sitcoms. I used to.
Okay.
My mom used to watch a lot of old stuff.
Yeah,
She made us watch the Brady Bunch.
I love the Brady Bunch.
I bet you did.
It was hilarious.
Welcome Back, Cotter.
Welcome back, Carter.
Um,
You hit the nail on the head with that one.
yeah.
That was you know why they canceled that? Because they didn't want to pay Gabe Kaplan. So they had to cancel.
Oh,
Remember John Travolta? That's what started him.
that's right.
Arnold Horshack.
Uh-huh.
Man, listen.
Vinny Barbarino.
Vinny Barbarino and Harold Washington.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Freddie
great.
Boom Boom Washington.
But you know what he said?
What?
And he made a very valid point. One day I'm watching it, and it changed my life.
What was that?
I don't care what the white man says. Santa Claus was a black man.
That's what Freddie Boom Boom. Who said that? Boom
Boom Boom.
Washington. Okay.
See, hey, people out there watching, if you're not old enough to know, Google these shows.
Yeah.
They're great shows.
Happy Days. I used to watch Happy Days.
Oh, Happy Days was shit.
We watched the Clampets.
Mm.
Beverly
Jed?
Hillbillies.
Hey, I watched
Hey,
those too.
how fine was Ellie Mae?
She was so good looking, it's completely ridiculous.
Is she still alive, I
Still
wonder?
thinking
Yeah, she's still
about
alive.
them shorts that she was wearing
Yes.
before Daisy Duke.
They were Daisy Duke before Daisy Duke.
Yeah, with a rope tied around them. I was like, oh my God.
And
look
she
at
used
that
to beat
woman.
Jethro's ass.
Yeah.
And Jethro eat everything in the goddamn
And that
house.
made her sexier because she was a sort of a tomboy.
Tomboy. She loved animals and shit.
I don't like animals.
I don't either.
I admire somebody who
My daughter loves animals like that. She used to collect animals like that. And,
goes out.
and then
like that.
my grandson, he's 5. He come over today. Gee, Pops. Haven't seen you in a while because he was in Florida.
So do you remember any of the theme songs?
Oh, I know them all.
Let me
No
hear
more.
it.
Which one you want?
Let's hear that.
Pick a show.
I don't want to hear the easy ones like
Pick a show.
I know the Clampets. I can
That's
sing
easy.
that one all the way through.
There's a millionaire about a boy named. It's a little story about a giant named. Okay, pick another one.
Poor
Pick one.
mountaineer barely kept
His
his
family
family
fed.
fed.
Then one day he was shooting at some food
and up through the ground come a bubbling cruise.
Oil. That
We do
is.
not own
Texas
rights to that
gold.
music.
See, you got it wrong.
No,
Oil
Black-
that is.
black gold.
Texas
Texas
tea.
When the first
First
thing
thing
you
you
know,
know, old grows a me.
kin folks said,
Yeah, move away from there.
Said California is the place you ought to be, so he loaded up the truck and moved to Beverly.
Hills, that is.
Swimming pools, movie stars.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Do you know Good Times?
good times. Yeah.
What's the words?
Go ahead. Dave
tell us the
Chappelle,
words.
Dave
You don't
Chappelle had
have
it
to
say
on.
Yeah, just tell us the words.
He'll know it.
Eating in a child line.
I see you don't know.
No,
the
I got to
words.
start off. Hold on, how to start off? Give me the first start. Just give me a start. Give me a push.
So, let me see.
And we think who we got. No, that's the end.
Yeah, that's the chorus.
Good. Well, let's get off this topic. I'm old.
See, he don't know good
I do know
times,
Good
y'all. He don't know good times.
I know the chorus is good times.
Okay. Do you know the Jeffersons?
We're moving on up to the east side. Yeah, I know all
To
that.
the east side, to a deluxe
Deluxe
apartment in
to
the
the
sky.
sky.
We're
Moving
moving
on
on.
up.
You know Sanford's son, right? It's just music.
Yeah, that was sweet music.
Yes. That should be our theme music. Or the Imperial March. Which one would you think should be our theme music? Imperial March?
Neither. Not no damn no Imperial March. Nobody want no damn evil ass Imperial March music for the theme song to the show. Oh my God! What do you think, Nikki?
No.
That's that Imperial March is the music they play when Vader comes on the scene.
Yeah, I figured
Every
it
time.
was something. I figured it was something weird.
Even the music is evil.
He's not evil though. Anyway, people, we're not gonna go. We're gonna.
So anyway, do you know the Brady Bunch?
Here's a story of lovely lady
See,
who was
See, you
very
got that wrong,
creative
Ethan.
with Johnny.
You got it wrong. He
She
said he
came-
knows the theme song.
Well, what was it? What was it?
Here's a
little
story of a man named Brady.
who was raising 3 sons of his own,
Wrong words, but
3 boys of his own.
yes.
Remix. Terrence
And
Swift
he
does a
met a
remix.
girl.
4 men
Living all together.
but
They were all alone. I bet they were alone.
But one day when the lady met
met
this
this fellow,
fellow, that's
And they
that's
knew
it.
it was much more than a hunch.
You got it.
Yeah, guess what? So, if you think about how perverted that is.
How-
The 4 men were
Yeah.
all alone,
Yeah,
and then there was a lady with 3 daughters.
yeah.
So that's going to make them complete. So these guys were
It's a
knocking off
complete
their
family.
they was knocking off their stepsisters,
They was.
according to the song.
No,
Think about it.
that's
No,
not what
They
this
were,
is.
well, how the hell? You don't know. Listen to what he said. They were all alone, right? She
With
comes
no
along.
mommy. And now they have a mommy.
Okay, well, so
Nothing
the woman
perverted
should have
about
came.
that.
She should have came by herself, right? But she had 3 daughters.
Hey,
That was the same age as the boys.
So she should have adopted them out.
do you know?
I don't know what she
Do
should
you
have done,
know?
but they was knocking them down.
They
Do you know
wasn't.
Welcome
they,
Back?
they was knocking them down.
Do you know Welcome Back Cotter music?
Yeah, welcome back.
Mm.
The dreams we all take them back.
That's
Welcome.
wrong. Welcome back to that
Remix.
same old place that you
Left
left
them
about.
behind.
Well, the names have all changed since we hung around.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But the dreams have remained since we come around.
Right.
Ooh. Yeah. there you
Ooh,
go.
we want to make you.
Welcome back was sweet. Now, but the reason I brought that up is because these days I don't like theme songs.
You didn't even have them?
You know what I like? Breaking Bad. The theme song is about 3 seconds at the beginning of the
But
show.
a lot of shows don't have theme songs anymore.
I hit skip intro. On the
Yeah,
streaming.
well, when you watch it on Netflix
Yeah.
or Prime Video,
They
or whatever,
give you
you
the
can-
option to skip the intro.
you can skip the video.
And when I was watching, Max is changing their name back to HBO Max, what they never should have changed it.
What was it? What is it now?
It's just Max, this streaming service.
Oh, okay, copy.
It's HBO
Copy.
streaming service, but
Copy.
they changed the name
Copy
to Max because they got a bunch of other shows on there besides shows that are on HBO, and they combine with Cinemax.
Right.
But anyway, they changed the name back to HBO Max. Anyway, I used to watch the Game of Thrones. You ever watch the Game of Thrones?
Never seen it.
Okay.
Not yet, but
Anyway.
that's a show that I'm going to. You know what? I mean, I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you get back to that. But speaking of shows I've never watched,
Yeah.
I've never watched an episode of The Wire.
I watched one episode of it.
They say that's one of the greatest TV shows
I
in
watched the
history.
very first episode of The Wire.
They say that's one of the greatest TV shows in history.
I haven't even finished watching The Sopranos yet.
I watched Sopranos.
I never started.
The reason why I watched Sopranos is because well, I'll have to tell you the story off air.
Yeah. But I was just thinking how I love skipping. And the Game of Thrones has a long intro to it, and I'm like,
Who's got a long intro?
Game of Thrones, and I always skip it. I'm thinking, come on, get on with the show. Anybody got time for all this nonsense? And so does Star Trek Discovery.
Is that the new Star Trek?
Yeah, it's like a 3 minutes. I'm like, what, you got to be fucking kidding me with
Right.
this. Get off of here. Come on.
But intros, if you get a nice intro,
Yeah.
it like Sanderson, it's iconic. That intro, I mean, if you play that music right now,
Yeah.
everybody in America knows who that is. Like Welcome Back, Kotter. That song,
Welcome back.
yeah, everybody knows who that is. You know what I'm saying? Archie Bunker.
I like Archie Bunker with his racist self.
Oh, he is hilarious.
Yeah,
He's
they would
hilarious.
never
My
produce
grandpa used to
that
watch
show
that.
nowadays.
No, that
I
and the
watched it.
Jefferson-
It's on
and
Tubi.
I think Fred
It's
will
funny.
be canceled. You can't do that anymore.
Right.
Here's the thing, people.
'Cause-
Listen,
yeah.
I get everyone's sensitive,
Um,
but most people that were sensitive are who? Women, right?
Yeah.
Guys don't really give a damn.
Okay.
Well, mainly men, they know comedy is comedy,
Yeah.
but you got some cross
Women do
you got
too.
some cross contaminators, and then you got some other guys in the closet who are very sensitive,
Well,
like women. And I
yeah.
tell a lot of women in my life,
Mhm.
a lot of women that are my friends,
Uh-huh.
family members, associates, wives, everything.
we get it.
I said wives. Anyway,
How many wives you have?
well, hell, I'll take as many as I can. I say it loud. But anyway, I tell them, why are you so sensitive? This new age that we're living in has
Mhm.
programmed you to be sensitive. You
Mm.
can't have a discussion with anyone. It's an argument. Why are you being rude? Why are you being...
Yeah, I told you about the time that the girl contacted me online,
Uh-huh.
and she was a good looking girl. So I usually somebody I don't
What's
know,
that got to do with anything?
I would not have paid any attention to it.
if
If it was a boogin contacting me, I would have been like, what?
Hear this, people?
It was a good looking girl.
We
So I
do
was
not
like,
respond
hey,
to boogans.
But she was a Karen. She tried.
Okay, she tried to trap you.
She tried to get on me for talking about a Nigerian prince and how people who are con men pretend to be Nigerian princes. She
Okay.
was like, you can't say that. And I was like, why? She was like, that's wrong. You can't say that about Nigerian princes. I said, bullshit. Who's offended by it? I said, first off, no one's on the conversation on the phone.
But you and
except
I.
You and me, you're not offended by it. You're just pretending to be offended by it. I
Right.
said, I'm not offended by it. And I said, if I said this to a Nigerian person, they wouldn't be offended because they know it's true.
You're talking about the imposters.
Yeah, they're imposters.
I want to talk to a person that's watching right now. Paul Miller. I need those fish. I just want to throw that out. I need those fish.
Mm.
But
Paul Miller, call your boy.
any,
I need those fish.
anyway, yeah, people are extra sensitive. But anyway,
Too sensitive.
let me get back to some of these people who have died and see if you know who they are.
Okay.
Do you know who Valerie Mahaffrey is?
Valerie Mahaffrey.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Was she an actress?
Yes.
Okay. Did she play in a sitcom? Was it a sitcom or movie?
Let me see.
She got dark hair, right?
No.
Well, I don't know what it is then.
All right. She is an actress and an Emmy award-winning actress. And she was 71. She died from cancer.
Mm.
And she was on a show called Desperate Housewives.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I did see
okay. She's
that.
one of the original, the TV show, not the.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
a redhead.
I seen that.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
She
She's only
was
71.
also on Northern Exposure. Northern
Exposure.
Exposure and a show called Young Sheldon.
Mhm.
Young Sheldon.
Yeah.
I watched Young Sheldon.
Big Sky.
Oh, whoa! Time out. Let me see a picture of her. I watch her. That's why I know her.
That's what she looks
And she was on Young Sheldon. I watched Young Sheldon a lot. That's how I know the name.
Mhm.
Well, hell's bells.
What hell's bells?
Yeah, she was on that show.
So
Yeah.
What kind of she had breast cancer?
It just says battle with cancer. It didn't say. I didn't read
right,
it.
it didn't say what kind. But so condolences to the friends and family of Valerie Mahaffrey.
Yeah.
A measly 71 years old.
Is that measly? Is 71 measly?
Yeah.
Definitely measly.
Mhm.
I
Everybody,
always said I'd like to live just to see 70. If I could live to see 70, I had a full life.
You're going to live to see 80.
everybody should live
And
to
then
see
your
90.
hip going to fall off because you still ain't going to have it operated on my head.
I know, right?
Why not? Because I'm Vader. I like the bang. You know, I'm kind of used to the pain. I
Did you
kind
say
of
you like the bang?
Absolutely. That's why his,
That's why you don't want to get
that's
a
why
hip
his hip
operation?
messed up.
Like the bang?
Mhm.
You don't want to
And listen, they tell you no sexual activity for like a month.
So he got to delay his bang.
What you can do is, never mind. We'll talk off camera.
So do a
I
whole,
got a plan.
you
know, I
do
keep
a whole
plan.
hell of a lot of banging before you go in for the surgery?
No. Just lay
No.
down. Let them bang you. Just don't hit me.
Oh, okay.
Just bang the tip.
Tip
drill.
Do you know who
Tip
Phil-
drill.
Do
You know what I'm saying, Nick?
Tip
do you
drill.
know, Nikki, who Phil Robertson is?
No.
Do you, T?
I might know him if I seen him. Let me
Dr.
see.
Phil?
No. Dr. Phil's name is not Robertson. His name is just
Dr.
he's
Phil.
only has one name. No, his last name is McGraw, actually.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir,
it
Paul.
is. Phil
Yes,
McGraw.
yes, sir. Hey, man, I'll fry them puppies up real nice for us.
Hey, anyway,
Me and Portia was just craving fish.
Phil Robertson is on Duck Dynasty. He was an old man.
I only saw it one
I
time.
didn't watch
One
it.
of the guys was an ex-Steeler.
Okay. Well, this guy, that was a real popular
was
show
done?
at one time.
Huh?
He was an ex-Steeler fan?
No, he was an ex-Steeler. He played for the Steelers.
That-
He was a backup
Oh.
quarterback to Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, this guy was. That show was number one at one time.
For years.
Yeah,
You know what, Jamsky?
Duck Dynasty.
We need to get us a show.
Okay.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Okay, listen.
A reality show
Yeah,
or
yeah.
a scripted?
We're gonna
show?
find us a reality show.
a script.
I don't want to say it on camera right now, but I got a lot of plans.
Ass
that
and
we could-
asshole.
No, it's gonna be pimping as pimping is pimping. I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right.
We're gonna do a show.
Condolences to the friends and family of Phil Robertson.
Yes.
Charles Strauss. He was a composer. I got to speed this up because we over time for a break already. We already done the first segment.
We have.
Yeah.
Damn, we ain't
We're
talking about nothing.
22 minutes in and we ain't talked about
We
nothing.
ain't
yet.
talking about nothing.
No.
I like that.
Everything.
Well, that's the show about nothing. Was
Yeah.
the greatest show in the history of television.
It was actually. It's a
You don't
funny,
even know what we're talking
it's a
about.
funny show.
I do.
What's that?
I need my $4 and
The show about nothing. What's that show?
Show about nothing.
Um,
Just
You don't even know.
Charles Strauss
What?
was a
Hit me.
composer of Annie and Bye Bye Birdie. Dies at 96.
Annie?
Yeah.
The Annie on Broadway?
Yeah.
Great. I never watched it.
The dude was 96.
Yeah, I would
Wow.
never watch. I don't know any of his work. Whoopee.
Singer songwriter Jill Sobel dies in a house fire.
I heard about that. I heard about that one.
Okay.
That's got to be a horrible way to die.
That's a guy. His
Get
name was
cooked.
Jill.
That's got to be a horrible way to die. Think about that. Just
You're
stop
not
pausing.
Oh,
gonna
the
get-
woman.
you don't get cooked.
Yeah, you do.
You die of the smoke.
She
before you
wrote
die
the
of the
song.
fire.
You're getting cooked as you're
I
dying.
know, but you're dying. You die of the smoke way before the fire.
Yeah, you breathe in the smoke.
You don't feel the heat.
Yeah, but
They
I'm saying,
feel the heat.
Yeah.
The heat between.
Me and
but you die.
How
of the,
can you just leave me standing
Prince.
alone in this house that's on fire?
So Jill Sobel, the most popular song she wrote was the one for Katy Perry called "I Kissed a Girl."
Oh, one of my favorite songs of all time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
So
Do
she,
you guys, stop right there. Time out. Let's talk about this. You guys ever seen Katy Perry?
yes, of course.
Is she pretty?
I
She's
think
good
so.
looking. Yeah.
She's got a natural beauty to her, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Well, I saw her live one time. And
You went to a concert?
no, I saw her.
Did you cream your jeans?
No, hell no.
Did you make out with her?
No, not her.
Did you toss her salad?
Cameron Diaz made out.
Oh yeah, you made out with Cameron Diaz.
Don't say that loud.
Why not? That's sweet, man. You should be
Well,
proud.
only so many people know. I don't want
I
everybody
don't
to
know
know
if
that.
I believe it.
Everybody
I don't
should
care.
know
I don't
that
care.
Jay Vader made out with Cameron Diaz.
I gotta tell a story. You know how I tell stories. I put every detail
He's
in.
going to tell you the story about it
Oh my gosh.
when we return after this
I
break.
made out with her.
So
We've heard it 20 times.
Go
I don't want to
away.
say it on live because I offend some people.
We're at a break.
We know.
I offend
Yeah.
some people. They get mad. They don't even want to watch Cameron Diaz movies.
We know.
Ooh,
We've heard the story 30,
Your
40
wife?
times.
She don't watch Cameron Diaz movies.
why does she care?
I haven't
Right.
down Cameron Diaz's throat.
Was you with her at the time?
Yeah.
Does she believe it?
No wonder.
Well, my dude was there with me. I had my dude with me. It's approved. It's pictures. I got pictures.
Okay. No, I don't have to leave the room.
You don't have to believe it. It's not for you to believe. It's for everybody else. Holy smokes, Batman.
So
Don't talk about that. No.
let's go back. Are y'all ready?
Yeah. No. Let's not talk about that. No. I get. No. We can't talk about that. Oh yeah. Me and Cameron.
Oh, Lord
You're listening
Jesus.
to the best damn activist on the microphone.
This is Paul.
One hell of a podcaster and his co-host, Mr. T. Crowe and Anthony Scott Dover.
Sweet.
One hell of a team.
Oh, where's my name?
Sweet.
Hold on now. Give me keys.
You're listening to
No, we're gonna get some new ones. We're gonna get some. I got you on mine. I got you on mine. Nikki Jean just walked through the
All
door.
right.
Pause.
Welcome back.
Oh, I hear it.
Before we went to break,
We can't talk about it.
Jay Vader was going
We
to
can't talk
regale us with tales
Listen.
of him and Cameron Diaz making out.
No, I can't really talk about this.
You can't talk about it?
It's in my back pocket, but yeah.
You can't talk about
Listen,
it.
I met her at a New Year's Eve party in Vegas at the Stratosphere. There was a lot of superstars there, and we got in because my dude, he knew the security team. His brother knew the security team, got us in, and one of the young dudes that I was doing business with, his dad was a maitre d' there, and we got in, and I saw this tall blonde. I'm like, damn, that looks like Cameron Diaz. And listen, people, when she does her movies, she loses weight. She is stacked and packed. People don't really know that. Cameron Diaz is she's damn near
I always thought
5'11".
she was pretty.
She's damn near 5'11".
Oh,
But she's tall. She got a big old.
She ain't got a big old nothing.
You want to bet?
She
You
ain't got
wanna
no
bet?
big old nothing.
You wanna bet?
She's slim and trim.
No.
She's beautiful, but she ain't got no big old
That's
nothing.
what she does on TV.
she got big booty?
Yes. Cameron Diaz is stacked and packed. I'm not gonna lie about that. Why did I lie about it?
We ain't never seen that.
Well, just Google her.
We do. We see her in movies all the time.
That's movies.
Yeah,
You get in shape for movies.
She's a fine woman.
But
She's
guess what?
beautiful.
So, I'm in there. I'm in a suit. I'm suited and booted. Johnny's G'd up, right? That's back in the days. I make movie money. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. So she didn't know who I was, and I didn't. I knew she was. Act like I didn't. So she's standing with a bodyguard, right, or a manager, or whatever he was. So I grab a drink, take it to her. I said, "You look thirsty. How you doing?" She asked your name. I told her my name. She tells me hers. We toast.
She said my name is Cameron.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she used a different last name.
Sean.
Okay, answer it.
We got a caller. Here's a caller on the
I got a
line.
caller on the line.
What's up, caller?
What's happening? I thought I was late.
Oh, Shocking Sean D in the house.
Hey, listen.
I'm being the place to be. What's happening?
Hey, man, you right on time, and you saved Johnny a dime. How about that?
Hey, we got Sean, it's a good thing you called because we've had other callers that they shall remain nameless.
But guess
call
what?
the show.
Oh, YouTube. I meant to tell you.
What's
Did you
that?
see the YouTube thing?
No.
They cut it off me. They cut me off. They only put 4 minutes of that up there, and they emailed me saying the last video does not it goes against community standards, and it promotes racial violence, and it's a riot starting act or something like that. I said, what the hell are you talking about? So I go back.
Yes.
The night it was on, it was an hour and 10 minutes, an hour and 16, something like that.
Mhm.
It's down to 4 minutes now.
Okay. Well, here's the thing about callers.
Because remember, Dorsey said he called them hunkies and things like that.
Well, here's the thing.
And Jews.
Here's the thing
They
about.
cut him off.
Anytime you say the J word, you're getting cut
Well,
off.
here's the thing about callers.
They run everything.
Okay, callers got to understand that
The etiquette of the show.
we reserve the right to hang up on you, and we're gonna start doing that when someone tries to bogart.
I was gonna hang up there, but you kept saying
No. I
kept
wanted
saying,
you to answer the call, but the caller didn't realize that he can't stay on there forever and start telling us.
But he kept saying, Tony, let me say it. And you say, go ahead. And Tony was like, go ahead. So that's my partner.
Yeah.
And if my partner says let him talk, I'm gonna let him talk.
Yeah. I didn't mean for him to talk the last 15 minutes.
I said 5. Pass the show.
Yeah, past the show was time to end, and you kept telling him that. So from now on, T, I want you to hang up on someone. Whatever you tell him one time.
One time.
Okay, we gotta go.
But guess what?
You give him 2 minutes.
You was giving him justice. Because I hang up.
All right, but you had to.
Yes, I had to think. I had the control right there.
Yeah. So
yes, whether you say let him go or not, I'm gonna hang up.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Start a new thing.
There we go.
You're closer to the phone.
Right.
Always over here.
Yes.
Yes. Whenever you tell the caller,
it's time to go.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Say your last piece.
Give them 2 minutes.
Yep, that's it.
And then, no matter what they're saying, I don't care how important or
your time's up.
Breaking knowledge they're dropping on us. Hang up.
Right. Okay.
You can't,
because he kept asking you, and you was like, "Let him speak. Let him speak."
You can't bogart the show.
He did, and then he did. He got us kicked off to
and
YouTube.
Then you can't start telling us what's what on this show. This is our show.
That's what I said.
This is our podcast.
That's our show.
Okay. You can create your own podcast.
Right.
If you want to just talk about how.
And I was going to cut him off, and he's like, Tony, tell him. He's like, go ahead. And you kept saying, go ahead. I'm like, okay.
There's one thing that Dorsey, when he called and was telling us how he got me looking up the FBI's stats.
That's skewered though.
That's exactly
those
right.
are skewered,
and we couldn't tell him that because he was so
he was so animated and into his diatribe.
Yeah.
So, but it's all good.
He was being rude.
Yeah.
Yes, but anyway, we got. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got Anthony's brother, Jamsky D's brother,
yes,
Sean Dover. Listen,
a good caller.
The first person I ever seen windmill.
I'm still here listening to y'all, man. Y'all going back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we listen. You're on, and we're about to start a topic, and we want you to weigh in.
Yeah. What do you think? Sean, what do you think about Elon Musk leaving the administration and going back to being a CEO at Tesla?
Yeah, they're about to replace him.
I think
I
think it's better for Elon Musk. I think it's going to help Tesla because you ain't getting nothing out of the government. You ain't getting nothing but bad business.
Right. I agree with that.
You're going to get some customers when you get in the government like that. You are going in their bank account or whatever. You're getting all their information, and you can control what happens to it. Like
that's the speaker. That's the microphone.
That's
needs to be for everybody.
So who's going to buy cars from you, man?
Oh yeah.
Who's going to buy those cars?
Well, hey Sean, did you realize that? Are you updated with what's going on in Africa?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it. I'm ready to move.
Hey, me and your brother, listen.
Buy up all the buses in America and pack niggas in those motherfuckers.
Hey, Sean, me and you are on the same page.
Go back.
Me and you on the same page.
Get the hell out of here. They don't like us.
Hey, me and you on the same page. I told your brother that. I said, I'd move back. Hey, listen.
Move back?
Yes, I guess.
Y'all never lived there in the first place.
I have a prior engagement. I can't.
You will move over there.
My prior engagement is in the Philippines. Had I made that prior engagement, I would definitely leave America to go back.
Hey, check this out.
I would.
Hey, check this out, Sean. I had a chance to buy some land. I was telling your brother about 5 or 6 years ago. No, it's in 2018. I had a chance to buy some land in Africa and didn't do it. And like I told your brother, I think that was the biggest mistake of my life.
To not buy land.
To not buy the land in Africa, because Africa is being unified and it's being liberated. And well, you know the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré, the young leader, he's doing big things. Nikki, what would you want to say about Elon? Well, anyway, Elon Musk. Elon Musk wanted to build a Tesla plant over there, and he kicked him out. It's like, no, we don't want. Our cars are better.
No, thank you.
No, thank you,
Mr. Musk.
So Go ahead, Nikki.
But
Nothing. I was just about to say he needed to be out of the government. He's about like Trump. He don't know what's going on. They don't know.
He's
history.
not a government official.
They don't know history. They don't know.
No.
They're
He didn't-
businessmen.
he didn't do anything except fire some people.
Well, what he did was he found a couple loopholes in the money, and he said we could eliminate this, and this. It only saved, I think, everything that he did would save $1 billion.
He didn't even save that much.
It was a total mistake for
But
him.
$1 billion is nothing compared to the trillions that we're in debt.
Never done
Yes.
that.
We're trillions down. What's $1 billion? It's a mosquito bite.
Plus
Right.
that,
Put Johnny in there.
his real purpose was not to save any money.
It was to make.
is to look for the investigators that was investigating SpaceX, and
Yeah.
because they're getting all the subsidies from
The
the government. And sometimes you get audited by the government when they're giving you money. They want to make sure you're doing what you said you was going to do with the money. And Elon didn't appreciate them investigating him, so he found the investigators and fired them.
Yeah.
And so he did his job.
Yes, that's all.
And Trump, Trump has invested in SpaceX now.
Yeah.
Trump's a major investor in SpaceX.
They all
You
scratch
know,
each other's backs.
Yeah.
Trump said, "I wish I would have been doing this the first time I was the president,"
'Cause
meaning enriching himself as much.
Well,
as
what?
he is.
Tell the people what you told me last Wednesday.
5 months. This has been reported. 5 months that Trump has been in the White House, his net worth has increased $5 billion.
Mhm.
So this guy, every month, he has made $1 billion as president of the United States.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. Are you mad at that?
Wow.
Are you mad at that?
Yes, I am.
I'm not. Vote me in. Well, here, listen to me, Sean. Listen to me, Sean. Yes, listen to me, Sean.
But we-
Yes, but listen to me.
Well,
Listen
we
to me,
have
Sean.
100 kids.
No, here's what I'm saying. I agree with you, but I don't think it's right. But here's what I'm saying is, vote me in. I'm gonna do the same fucking thing.
Well, that's why they should.
I told you guys to have a lot in common.
Because that's not what the presidency is for.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes,
You wouldn't do
okay.
that. If
No,
you were
no.
president
Here's the
now,
thing. I would do for the
You're a
people.
better person than that.
Yes, I'm a better
You're
person.
a better person than
Yes.
them.
But
You wouldn't
what
do
I'm
that.
saying is,
You wouldn't do that.
Obama's worth
wouldn't do
what?
that.
How much is Obama worth now?
Like 20 million.
No, Obama just sold a house for 20-some million up in Connecticut.
I don't know.
Obama's worth a lot of money now.
Let's see.
You should get paid being the president.
Yeah,
You
but
should.
Obama's not president anymore. I don't
No,
know.
but he made money. He made deals and money while he's president. And listen,
He didn't make money like this.
he wasn't
has
making
been- he
he
has
wasn't
been
making
100%
he
of
wasn't
his
making a
time.
billion, he wasn't making $1 billion a month.
That's right.
Right.
So that takes a lot of time. You're supposed to be doing stuff for the people, the citizens
Yes,
of the country.
He wasn't making $1 billion a month. There's
Trump
no
has
way.
done nothing for the citizens.
How's he making
Nothing.
how the fuck is he making $1 billion a month?
He's got the meme coin.
But how's that coin? Listen,
Because
that funny money is not working.
Yeah, but foreign leaders are investing in his meme coin. Remember, meaning they're putting money in and
Into it.
getting no
And nothing
money.
back.
Right.
Nothing back.
And they're asking him for favors. And-
So they're basically
Yeah.
what he's doing is basically money laundering.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's been doing it though,
Right,
and nobody's
yeah.
saying anything.
And so
about
he's
it.
been so if you put into my meme coin, which I'm gonna take the money out anyway, and the meme coin's still gonna be there, but it's a dummy coin. But I'm gonna take the money out, put it in my account.
Yeah.
I'll give you favors from our government,
Yes.
which is dumb.
Yeah. That's what he's
Which
doing.
is illegal.
I mean, we still don't know the full story on that jet.
Can
From
we
Qatar?
The
we
full-
borrow
yeah.
the jet? Is it all
No,
ours?
actually, here's the thing about the jet.
Mhm.
I've been studying that, right?
Mhm.
Remember, I brought it up,
Yeah.
and it's from Qatar,
Mhm.
who funds terrorist groups.
Right.
So Trump always hates terrorist groups, so he says.
Mhm.
But they are while Air Force One, they're building new planes for Air Force One
Mhm.
because there's got to be two, right? So he's like, shit, they're going to offer me this plane for free. Well, Air Force One is getting redone instead of taking these other jets. They're flying in undisclosed jets right now that aren't really suited with the luxuries that Air Force One is, right?
Yeah.
So Qatar has got this double-decker plane.
Mhm.
It's got 2 stories in it, right?
Mhm.
And it's you've seen it. It's
It's
huge.
an air
Would
palace.
you take it? Would you take it, T. Crowe?
I know, but-
Well, here's the
You're
thing.
not supposed
No,
to
I
take
wouldn't
it.
take it. I told your brother I wouldn't
It's
take it.
illegal.
Right.
Not that it's illegal.
Yeah.
Qatar is a
Right.
terrorist group that supports terrorists.
Right.
Listen, we could be flying over the Atlantic Ocean. There comes a bomb, blow us up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they can put, even though our FBI, our CIA, and all of our intelligence is going to go over the plane, we might not find anything about it.
Right.
But there's a radar that you don't think about that's connected to that radar that you can't detect.
Because the bomb is off.
Right. So you can't detect it.
Yes.
So you start that plane up and put it in the air
And they can turn it on anytime.
and then detonate that bomb.
They can turn it on anytime. They
Anytime.
don't have to do it right away.
Right.
They can wait a few months.
They can wait a year.
Yeah, too.
And guess what? It's going to sync. Like Bluetooth syncs, right? It's going to sync. They'll destroy.
Zap out.
And guess what? Here's the thing that I'm afraid of. They won't kill Trump. No. Trump's got 3 more years. We'll wait. The next president will be flying somewhere in that plane, and boom.
Oh, no, because Trump's going to keep the plane because he's already looked at how to keep it. And that's to give it away to his library. And then he can use it anytime he wants.
But the American people can't. And
right.
If you accept a gift, like the Statue of Liberty, right? We accept gifts. They're supposed to be for the people of everyone in this country to use it. So you get that plane, I should get me a ticket.
I said I want
to.
Hey,
hey man, listen. We're gonna go do a podcast in Brazil. Let's get us a couple seats on the top floor.
Let's take that plane.
Let's take that plane.
Hey, guys, can I say this?
Yeah.
Y'all want to know since Ibrahim Toure, I don't know if I'm saying his name right.
Troy.
Ever since he emerged on the scene, man, I've been seeing new shit happening.
Yes. It's wonderful.
Everything is being exposed.
Yes.
Exposed.
Yes.
And when that happens, my mindset changed. Like, I don't really give a shit if I live in America no more. I used to be like, I'll never leave this country.
You're on the same page I'm on. Hey, I told your brother the same thing. I was like, listen, hey, Sean, you're on the same page I'm on. How many countries are following suit?
Listen,
people in Thailand, brothers, black men, a lot of them living it up. In Thailand.
Yep. And you know what do you know what he said? Do you know what he said?
Against these lion ass racist pieces of shit.
Right. Do you know what he said? If any country does any harm to any black African descent, we will hold sanctions against them. He's the first person to stand up for us.
Listen up.
And that's why he's powerful, man.
Yeah.
You know what?
He's very powerful.
There's a lot of shit going on, and he done put shit in perspective. And that's why motherfuckers got their eyes open now.
You're damn right.
You know what, man? I'm with them, man.
Hey, man, listen. Hey, Sean, here's what I want you to do. Look at how many countries in Africa are waking up now. Hey, you know, Ghana.
Oh, man, yeah.
Ghana kicked the American military base off. America, we don't need you anymore. We're good.
Yeah.
The Ivory Coast was under a fake regime.
What I heard was America is, and this is a bunch of research that I've been listening to and hearing and reading about. America is not just, being awakened, but it's time for this whole thing to be overturned.
Right. And you know what the problem is in America, Sean? Sean, you know what the problem in America is? You know what the problem in America is? Our news don't talk about him. They don't let the people know about it. Yes, exactly. So here's the thing. Yes, exactly. So as black people, and hey, listen, he's got a lot of white people that are cheering for him too. So people have to wake up and search him themselves and understand what his movement is.
Ibrahim Troye.
And he's only, Sean, he's only 37. He's young enough to be our kid.
I listened to one of his speeches.
It's crazy.
Word for word. He didn't even take a breath, man. He didn't even take a breath.
Hey, Sean. He's young enough to be our son. He's young enough to be our son. And he is changing the world.
I respect that. Hey, knowledge can come from anywhere.
And thank you.
And Advice can come from anywhere.
Long as you accept it.
You know, I don't stop listening to a cow that says, you know what, man, you should really think it over. When he's right and I'm wrong, I'm listening to him.
Don't kill the messenger.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he's a child. It matters if he's saying what's righteous.
Hey, Sean.
Right.
Sean, hold on a second. We got to go to another break. Stay on the line. We got to go to
Stay on the line. I'll talk to you during the break.
All right.
We're going
All right, man.
we're going to break.
I'm here.
We'll be right back. Don't go
away. Okay, people.
After these
People on Facebook and everything. We're still live. Ibrahim Traore, you know, he kicked France out. France is struggling right now. And France is an ally of America, right? And so America is reeling too, because you know who came to Ibrahim Traore's back? Russia, China, and North Korea. Everybody that America says is bad. But you know what Ibrahim Traore said? If they're so bad, what are y'all doing about Palestine? Why are y'all letting Israel do this to Palestine?
They know it's wrong.
They know it's wrong. And we're giving money. We're giving money. We're giving money to Israel.
What they're doing is wrong.
But as a country, we're giving money to Israel. And no one's saying anything about it. And the people,
you know what?
And the people that say things about it, they get canceled.
Don't the Jews sit around on diamond stores and the corporation leaders and the hospital?
Right.
Leaders.
Hey,
don't they run everything?
Hey, guess what they said? Guess what they said? Hey, Sean, guess what they said? We want to go to United Nations because Africa is taking over our land. And United Nations says, what land? The land in Africa? How is that your land?
Right.
We got mining rights.
All right, hold on. We're coming back now. Hold on a second. We're going to come back to this conversation.
Yes.
Got you.
If you're not offended yet, stay tuned to this next segment. Mr. A-Hole and C. Crowe. That's so funny. Welcome back to the show.
You're listening to a man who's almost intelligent. Very close.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Probably Offensive. One hell of a show.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, we're back
I like that.
to a spirited conversation.
Man, that was a little longer than normal.
I heard that you guys.
Yeah, he remixed it.
Yeah.
It's the remix, baby.
You like that, don't you? Anyway, we're back. I heard you guys talking about France. And did you guys see the leader of France? What's his name?
Oh, I gotta look it up.
What's his name?
I can't remember that dick face name. Go ahead and look it up.
Okay, the president of France, his wife pushed him in the face.
Because you know why?
She mugged him.
You know why? Y'all don't know why.
What's the president of France's name?
I'm gonna tell y'all why.
Emmanuel Macron.
Macron, or no, what does it say?
President is Emmanuel Macron.
Macron, yeah.
François Hollande on the 14th of May 2017, following the 2017 presidential election, and was inaugurated for a second term on the 7th of May 2022, following the
but he done messed up, messing with the wrong brother.
Okay, so anyway, Emmanuel Macron got bitch smacked by his wife.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Getting off the plane.
Yeah.
Why was it Jane Bader?
Because he went over there and he met with Ibrahim Traore.
Yeah.
And she saw that brother. And she saw how strong and big that motherfucker was.
Yeah.
And she looked at his weak little motherfucking ass. And she's like,
and she mugged his face.
Get away from me. I want some Ibrahim.
I doubt
You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking?
Yes.
I'm dead serious. You don't know how women work. I know how women work. I know how they think.
Okay,
Am I right or wrong, Nick? Here's
know.
a woman right here.
Yeah.
Here's a woman right here. Say your husband is a white, weak motherfucker, and you see this big, strong stud walking through, and he's brown. What are you going to do? Tell the truth.
I'm going to love the man I married.
Yeah. See?
Shit.
See?
You're lying.
See?
That's why she's looking like that. She likes brown-skinned men. Am I right or wrong?
What?
Yeah.
That don't mean the wife does.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That
bet
don't
she
mean
does. Everybody does.
Emmanuel Macron's wife didn't mug his face because of.
Right.
What was she mugging for then?
I don't know what happened.
She saw that stud, told him, get away from me.
That's nonsense.
That's Vader's version of it.
You're making a guess. So, Sean,
Oh, I know.
Sean, did you see that happen? the president of France got mugged in the face by his wife. Are you still on the phone? Hello, caller.
Caller 1 2.
We've lost the caller. That's okay.
Let me see here.
It's
was-
dead.
was
The
on
phone
that-
is dead.
Oh,
Oh.
it's not dead. It's right here.
He lost.
He's still on. No, he's still on.
Can you hear us?
How do I get that off?
Can you hear us, caller? That's
Where you get that? What do I do?
you hit that. Yeah, there you go.
He's still on. He's still on.
Okay. All right.
He
We've
might have
lost-
to answer another call.
We've lost
Yeah,
communication.
but and you got a cord here because I am going to lose service. I don't have.
We're almost
Well,
done.
let me see here.
You got good service, don't
I
you?
got 81%. Yeah, we're good. You watch your mouth.
Yeah.
You understand me?
All right. That's all right.
Somebody called in and said, "Crow, you watch your mouth."
They did.
Because when I told you all both to watch y'all's mouth,
Mhm.
and he called it, he texted in there, "Crow, you watch your mouth."
That's
We're-
funny.
Listen, we don't stud Terrence. Or we don't stud Vader.
Vadesy Wadesy.
That's what he calls me, Maisie. When he sees that. Listen, but people, France is reeling, and France is in trouble. So if you ever want to go to France now's the time to go. You want to go see the Eiffel Tower? Now's the time to go. You want to go see all that bullshit art that they stole from Africa? Now's the time to go.
I have
Because Troy
never,
wants it back, and I like that young brother.
I have never been to France.
Me either. That's one place.
And,
It's supposed to be the place of love, but how is it be a place of love when they don't bathe?
they don't bathe. They do.
No.
They do have to bathe. They don't bathe a lot.
Look it up.
They don't bathe every day.
No,
They
they
don't
bathe maybe
bathe
once a
every day.
week.
Is there
Maybe-
a water scarce?
No, they just bathe maybe once a week. That's just what they,
just
do.
don't. They,
That's why perfumes and shit was invented in France like
Yeah.
that, because they don't bathe.
they like to stink.
They like to stink. They think that's a turn on.
It's not.
Remember Pepe Le Pew?
It's a
Pepe
turn
Le
off.
Pew, I loved him.
He was a skunk though.
Yeah, but they did that for a reason.
Oh, because they stink.
They stink.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Jamsky.
Mm-hmm.
If a chick was fine
Mm-hmm.
and she stunk, would you still knock her off?
No. Because I'm 55.
What about if you were 25?
Then I would.
What about if you're 18?
Yes. Oh,
Okay, thank you. I'm exonerated.
Yeah.
Miss Jean here. If a dude stank, would you let him hit?
Mm,
Not
I
now,
doubt it.
but have you done it before?
I probably humped on somebody stanky before.
Okay.
So
We've all done that.
I had this girl tell me that the last dude, two girls said this to me. The last dude that they was with, their balls stunk.
Mm.
Yeah, I heard that before too. You know what I used to do? I made sure I was clean before I went and did my dirt.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Unless I did dirt after
Yeah,
dirt.
right.
Shit.
Yeah.
Then you went to the bathroom in the speedway.
See, you telling too much information.
I'm just saying that's what guys did. That's what guys did.
You telling too much
That's what
information.
guys did.
No, you shut your fucking
You
mouth.
ain't never seen that meme
No,
where
no,
the
no.
girl was
See
washing
what I'm
up with
saying?
the
No,
soap
man,
in the.
listen. No, we had this talk. Off camera, we had this talk.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
You
It's
tell
cool.
on yourself
It's cool.
because a lot of people do it.
It's cool.
They had a
It's
they
cool.
had a
Wash it
I
meme.
got you.
They said
I
they
got
washed
you.
it up. in the-
No, I'm gonna tell on you next time.
So what?
They
next
wash
time?
it. You
Okay.
tell on yourself.
So what exactly happened, Nikki?
They there was a meme that this
No,
girl was
don't
washing
just
up
shut your mouth.
with the pink soap, and it
She's
says
an
that she
asshole.
smells like pink soap. Get rid of her.
She's a
Because
straight
she's
jerk.
washed up in
She
the,
washed up in
in the Speedway bathroom.
it could be in Speedway, you
She
know,
washed that coochie in the Speedway bathroom.
could have been anywhere, sheets, anywhere.
Yeah.
Loves.
Sheets love. BP.
As long as you get that clean for the next episode.
Oh,
So she was washing up at the
But
bathroom.
that was back in the day, people, when everybody was young, and you know what? You had gas. You can go. Man, I ain't got no gas.
that's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Well, what do you think about Joe Biden? Did we talk about Joe Biden?
Joe Biden got cancer.
having cancer.
No, we didn't talk about that.
Okay.
He's got what, prostate? Is it prostate?
I don't know. Now
I
you're
think he has
making me-
prostate cancer.
Let's find out.
I don't know what stage it's in. I don't know how bad it is, but I know he went to the doctor.
I think it was
What type
5.
of cancer does Joe
There's
Biden
no such
have?
thing as stage 5.
It's like he's about to.
There's no such thing as stage 5.
Well, then it was 4.
4 is the worst.
Joe Biden has been diagnosed with prostate cancer, specifically an aggressive form
Yes.
that has metastasized to the bone.
Oh, he's
Oh,
done. He's
yeah.
done. Here's the thing about Joe Biden. I'm not going to talk bad about a man that's on his deathbed or close to it,
I am
but I'm going to tell you about this about Joe Biden.
Joe.
He was a fraud.
What's
He's
that
a
mean?
fraud.
What do you mean he's a
He didn't
fraud?
like black people. He didn't do a goddamn thing for us. when he was on the Senate, Congress, and all the above, when he had a chance to, he could have done things. He was the one that was putting out that 3 strikes and out law. He was the one putting all these other laws out against black people. It wasn't. He was spearheading that shit. Then he comes to the Democratic table and wants to run for president, and he tells black people, "If you don't vote for me, you're not black."
Maybe he changed.
Ain't no that much change in the world. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
That's what.
That's a racist term. So guess what then? So let me run for president, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this in perspective. I'll let you talk.
Yeah.
If I run for president, I got the black vote, right? It's only 14%, but it's a major turning point in the voting.
Yeah.
You know, because everything's 50-50, that black vote is the tide shifter.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're at the polls, and I'm like, you know what? If you don't vote for me, you ain't white.
Mm-hmm. Listen,
how's that sound?
Okay. All right. Now, aren't we, as black people, not just me and you, because you and I have not done this very often because we're not in the same position or mindset as our parents.
Right.
But haven't we, as black people, tried to get white people to change and go from being racist, ignorant jackasses
to understanding us?
Yes, right.
Okay. Yes, we have.
And Joe Biden is what, 82?
Is he 82 now?
Yes, he is 82 now. So you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's back when he in the 70s.
Yes, back when he was a young dick.
Well, we take away the 70s. That's what 48, 50 years ago, damn.
And I'm not saying, because I don't know the man personally, and he's a politician, and that's nothing but corruption and lying.
Right.
But isn't change what we're trying to make happen?
Yes,
so why criticize a man if he just is
here's
a
the thing.
different guy?
Okay, well, here's the thing. The reason why I say this is because when he became president or vice president, he had a chance to do things for us. Mm-hmm. He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't. That's why I say that. Mm-hmm. Now, if he would have just not used us for the vote and used us as monikers and do this, that, and the third, you know what? I would have gave you that.
What job does the vice president have?
The vice president is really with human relations.
He doesn't. There's not a lot he can do.
Okay, well, what about he was president for 4 years? What about that?
Yeah, the vice president basically sits there and waits to see in case something happens to the president, and he has to do what the president says.
Right.
But they're human relations. They go out here, there, and everywhere.
The president puts responsibilities on them.
Yeah, you go out and do this. You go over to Africa and you talk here. You go to Russia, you talk here. You're my voice when I'm not there.
You go talk to this person.
Your public relations. What did you say?
You go sniff this person's butt over here. You know what I'm saying?
People, I'm so sorry.
You know.
See what you're working with.
Yeah. Get mugged.
This guy says go sniff. Listen,
I'm saying
if you were a president and I'm vice president, you want me to go sniff somebody's ass?
Not literally, man. I'm saying,
oh my God.
Metaphorically speaking.
I'm not running with you.
Yes. Not per se.
But yeah.
You write me in.
But
I say
hey people,
JT might do that.
Yeah. Hey Jay Vader, go soften up this prime minister over here.
Balls. I'm hitting with the
balls. You know what I'm saying? It's good for the country, you know.
JD Vance might be doing that.
My daughter-in-law's watching. Hey Maria, everybody say hi to Maria.
JD Vance is gay.
He got caught humping on the couch.
Yeah.
No. He
got caught. Was he in college or when was that? When did that take place?
It was in college.
He got caught. What I tell you about? See, you didn't believe me. How many cross contaminators are out there? You know what?
Listen, JD Vance said before he was.
I wish we can go back.
Before he was he a senator or a congressman?
JD Vance is vice president.
Or what? Now I'm talking about before.
He was what? Was he was a senator?
Okay.
I think was he senator?
I think he was a senator.
He said that he prayed the gay away, and he got
that's what he said.
And he got married to that Indian.
But hold on a second, time out. I believe that. I believe you can pray things away.
So you believe somebody can pray the gay away?
Yes, I do believe that.
You don't think they still have tendencies?
If listen. I think okay. We're gonna have a conversation. How much time we got? Because it's gonna be a deep
5 minutes.
Okay, it's gonna be a deep 5-minute conversation.
Okay.
If you believe in God, that and you're spiritual, I believe you can pray things away.
Okay.
I really do.
You do.
And he was gay. He was a cross contaminator.
Yeah.
Is what he was.
Yeah.
And I believe all you cross-contaminators out there that watch, and y'all know who y'all are. We don't know y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Pray it away.
Yeah, we do.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all do. We don't. They don't fuck with us.
Clench your booty hole
listen,
tight.
pray it away.
Yeah.
Come back to the women's side. You understand me? You don't have to sit there and look at men's soft spots. Pause. But back to you.
Okay.
I think he did pray it away. I think he did, but he was a cross-contaminator.
Okay.
I want to look at no.
Here's the funny thing about that, and the reason why I believe him, then I'm going to let you guys carry on. I got to finish my diatribe here. The reason why I believe him is because not many cross-contaminators come out, number one. And number two, they don't use God to help them relieve them of their sins. God will help you from being a crack addict and say, God, uplift me. If you pray enough and you believe in your spirituality, it can happen. So I believe him.
I don't believe him.
It's just a jerk.
I don't believe him.
I do a great diatribe, and then see what he does. Yeah. I don't believe him.
I don't believe him because he's doing worse. I think he was just trying to save his career.
You still think he's gay?
Oh,
yeah, he's trying to save his career. I think he was just hiding it now for his career. You know what I'm saying?
Which could be happening, which could be true.
Because he's trying to move on up, and he did.
He's vice president.
He's president.
Second in command.
But do you see how he kisses Trump's ass?
Man, listen.
They're constantly licking that man's butt.
Why you gonna say
that? They like licking his butt.
Why you gonna say that?
Why do
you say that every week? And I look at you like yuck.
Because they're constantly licking the man's butt.
She said yuck one day.
Imagine licking a 78-year-old fat butt.
Yuck.
Exactly.
I've done worse.
And they're making fools out of themselves. The whole administration, and when you see them on TV around this big table at the White House and Trump sitting in the middle, he got to be thinking, these guys are constantly licking my ass. This is embarrassing.
They're too smart for that.
They're like, oh, Mr. Trump, President, sir, it's been the best 100 days in the history
but guess what, though?
Of this country.
Aren't that what they're supposed to do?
No.
No. What not. Okay, let me ask you this.
No.
Jamsky.
Yeah.
You know what they're going to do?
What?
If they go against him, you're fired.
So? I'd rather be fired than
that's
lick
you.
Another man's butt.
See, you have integrity. A lot of people in power, they got there by not having integrity.
Oh, Mr. President, because of your leadership,
he's missing the point.
We would be dead, and this whole country would just dissolve if it wasn't for your leadership. He's fucking things up, and they're licking his butt.
Well, they have to. I wouldn't.
You think they're getting money?
Number one, I wouldn't be.
They're getting rich off of it too.
Listen.
If he's making $1 billion a month, what do you think they're making?
They're making some money too. Everybody's
making money off.
He ain't the only person to get paid because if he was. They would blow the whistle.
These guys are greedy.
Yeah, they're greedy jackets. But notice everybody around him was a billionaire.
That's not why they're
whoa. Notice everyone around him was a billionaire except for one person that was they were worth what, 800 million? So now they're a billionaire.
That's not why they're licking the butt though. They're doing it because they think after he's done
differently.
No. After he's
kissing ass.
He's tossing the salad. Say tossing salad.
You're putting a fucking visual in my head that I can't undo.
You're imagining J.D. Vance licking Trump's
Yes. Don't do that to me.
What about Christine Holm? And what's that other girl's name?
They're doing it together.
Yeah, they're licking his butt. A big 78-year-old fat guy with a diaper on, with the pins on.
What about a 54-year-old fat guy with underwear? Hey, this show's crazy, people.
No.
We have a great show. Hey, listen.
They're licking his butt because
wait till that surgery goes
they
the pins on.
That they're going to get the MAGA crowd.
I said you gonna have the pins on here after that surgery.
No, I won't. No, you get the hell, motherfucker. You get the move. The day they do the surgery, I gotta walk out the hospital, right? I gotta walk her, and I gotta use that walker and squat down.
Then you gonna go home and throw the pin on.
I gotta raise toilets, and guess what? I got raised toilets, and I'm about to raise seats also that make my toilet even bigger.
Listen,
you understand me?
Somebody come
I'm not
attend, please.
Just my.
The reason these staff members are licking Trump's butt is because they think when he's not president anymore, we will get his.
They will get the benefits.
His followers
to follow them.
Yes,
they're not going to.
Right?
Did you understand? Like when Trump was out of office and things happened, his followers didn't go nowhere but with him.
Right?
They didn't follow J.D. Vance. when he was running for Congress or whatever it was, he goes, and I support Donald Trump. They were all, remember when they were saying that, and they were getting votes for saying that, because these motherfuckers love Trump. So that tells you the intelligence that they have. I like Trump. I don't love him. I like him over Biden. I like him over Kamala Harris. I don't love him. The only reason why I like him over them is because he was the only thing I had. Listen, if you're going to give me a pile of shit and then a donut's not a good meal. I'm not going to eat that pile of shit. I'm going to take the donut. That's why.
You going to tongue the donut?
Toss that donut salad.
Hey, people watching. Hey, man, people that know me like me. Fuck him. You understand me? He's always doing this to me in the middle of my talk. Man, I start sweating. Man, listen.
Yeah, because
I took my hat off.
We're just talking about the state.
I ain't turning no donuts. Jesus.
Good. Because listen,
ain't nobody got my tongue in a long time.
You're entitled to your opinion.
You understand me? They don't know they.
But please don't join the crew of butt lickers, man.
Have I ever been that?
No.
Well, guess what? I'm not going to join.
Okay, good.
Do you understand me?
Good.
Do you understand me, though?
We've established one thing on
Do you understand me? You understand me?
You better go on.
Do you understand me?
You better get that finger on
Hey,
my
Nikki
face.
Jean, people. Hey, hit the round of applause button for Nikki Jean.
Why?
Because she understands me. That's enough. Cut that shit off. That's all she gets. That's enough.
Because she understands.
Okay, people, listen. I know we're about out of time, but what I want to say is, you don't got to kiss ass to be successful.
Right.
Just be you.
Yes.
And do you.
Thank you.
And be the best that you can do. Now, if you get called up by these motherfuckers and they got you up here, just still be you. I know the money's enticing.
If I was a staff member of Trump's, I would not lick his butt. I would do my job. And if he said, well, you're not appreciative of my leadership like the rest of these butt lickers are,
I got a headache.
So you're fired. I'd be like, okay, I'm fired then, because I ain't licking no butt. I damn sure won't lick no butt on national TV and make a fool out of myself. That's not who I am. And these guys should be ashamed of themselves.
I think they are.
National TV,
I think they are.
They're
what do you think?
Themselves.
I would hope they are.
Yeah.
Okay, so going forward, what should they do?
Do the job.
Nikki, I want to ask you this. What should they do going forward?
Do the job.
Do their job. And
okay, what is their job? Consistent of Trump?
I understand. No, but I understand. Like, a livelihood is a livelihood, and they're used to that money. And when he's in office, especially this term, they're all lining their pockets.
They're lining their pockets, right?
They're all lining their pockets. So he has 3 more years. Well,
so they're gonna be everybody
that we know of, because he's running again in 28. So
the Constitution won't allow it.
Well, he don't care about the
he
Constitution.
don't care about that.
I don't care about it either.
But he's
trying to overthrow
78.
it.
That's the problem.
Yes.
And he's already starting on cognitive decline. He
Yes.
can't remember a goddamn thing.
He don't know history.
Yeah. Yes, and he doesn't study. He doesn't know anything.
No.
He plays golf all day and then goes into the office in the morning like, what?
And he's an idiot. He's a dumb guy.
If anybody's out there want to call in, 937.
No, don't call in because the show is over.
Too late.
He's an evil dummy. And with that, thank you for tuning in. We're very glad and happy. Thank you to my brother, Sean.
The caller tonight, he was very respectful.
For calling in. He was a very reasonable caller.
That we won't get cut off. The last caller we had got us expelled from YouTube last week.
Yeah, calling in, talking all kind of crazy stuff, not knowing that, telling us when I was looking up what he was referring to, the FBI website saying how many crimes are committed and by which race. This country is only 14% black. So
you can't you gotta level that with that.
You can't point to the numbers and be like, white people commit more crimes.
Well, you got to put the average. It's average on average.
That's because they got a lot more people.
And but the averages are close to the same.
Yeah, because people
per capita.
People.
The averages are close to the same. If you do like the thing about this is the media, they promote black violence.
Then you have to watch white collar crime. A lot of white men do white collar crime.
Because black people don't wear white collars.
They're always scheming money.
But the media, they outline and they let you know when it's a black crime. So you got that in your mind. And that's how they program you. But the white people are doing the same thing at the same rate. but they won't tell you that.
Right.
White people kill white people worse than black people kill black people. Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
White people, media.
More white people killed. Listen, white on white crime happens within the home more than not.
Yes.
Either the wife kills the husband, or the husband kills the wife, or his kids, or something. But white on white crime is crazy in this country because the man comes home stressed. He's like, you know what, bitch, I'm killing you, and he does.
Next show is on Wednesday.
Yes, and
I'm going to try to bring up this thing about Robert Kennedy Jr.
So do I need to look this up then?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Because he is a tinfoiler, and he is trying to
company.
Get rid of all vaccines.
Yes.
He doesn't.
Well, guess what? They did take away. Did we talk about this? No. They said the COVID vaccine wasn't good for children.
Right.
Children, they don't. It's no longer necessary for children and women who are pregnant to take the COVID vaccine.
Right. But he's trying to get rid of measles vaccine.
Well, I think those have been proven effective.
Right. He don't care about that.
Well, he can't get rid of them.
He's trying.
Well, if he got rid of them, it's still. Well, here's the thing, people. We're talking about this on Monday because I did look into this. If he got rid of all the vaccinations, say every vaccination off the table, it's your job, and they'll still be free if you want to take them.
Yeah.
So Americans, wisen up.
So what it boils down to really is that he's going to kill a lot of children.
Yeah.
And then
if they don't take it, yes, he would. Yes.
Because we almost had measles and mumps.
There's another outbreak.
Eradicated.
It was almost there's an outbreak.
All the tinfoilers thinking that
I'm not blaming that. No.
Yeah, it is.
We can't go there, Jamski.
Yeah,
we can't go there, Jamski. We'll go there. I can't wait till Wednesday.
Save it till Wednesday.
Oh my God, this guy's a straight jerk.
No.
He's a straight jerk.
I'm just telling the truth.
No, it's not right.
Yes, I am right.
You don't even know what we're talking about. You want to go with him?
Yes, I did know what you're talking about.
You know what? Here's the fucking thing about her.
Now you've insulted her.
I know.
I insulted you.
You just said she don't know what I'm talking about. Like she's a dummy or something. She's not.
I didn't say that. You just did.
And I definitely know what he's talking about.
Okay. But we're out of time right now. So y'all tune in on Wednesday where
they keep bringing Vader out in me.
Jay Vader and myself will debate the tinfoilers who think that vaccines cause autism and how they're trying to kill a bunch of children, and how gunshot wounds are the & killer of most children in America.
Ain't that crazy?
We'll also talk about that.
Yes.
So
write all that down.
Come back.
Yes. And send it to
on
me.
Wednesday, because the show is over now.
We're out of here.
We're out of time.
But Wednesday we will be tackling these events.
We'll talk about these issues. And thank you for tuning in.
You got to work with it?
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we're out of here. Like last year. See ya.
Peace. We got a lot of different people watching today.
Good.
Yeah, I look on this list here. We had a great show. So Wednesday, are you off, Gene?